Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful morning. What we got going on is I got the parts for the disc. I got tools. I'm heading out to the field right now to work on it. We got about 1/8 of an inch of rain, and I feel with the sun out and the breeze is supposed to pick up, it's supposed to be 75 degrees today. I think with that combination of weather, I think we might be able to start working ground this afternoon, but we'll see. Come along for the ride. I'm going to show you guys what the C-Flex is when I talk about C-Flex. On the disc, this here is a C-Flex. It's a bar basically that is shaped of a C. The disc gang is on there, and this flexes up and down as it's going through the fields. Well, you can only flex metal so many times before it breaks. That's the downfall to this machine. These things break, I don't want to say often or frequently, but this is like the biggest problem with this disc is these shanks break. Every time they break, it's $123. And as you can see, this one here broke on me yesterday, so I need to replace this. As you can see, I got dirt built in there that I got to clean out, but I'm going to be replacing this shank, or this C-Flex, as you know, to make it look like this one again. It's the nature of the beast, I guess is the best way to describe it. Usually I have 1 or 2 of them on hand at the barn because they do break often enough to where it's handy to have an extra one. Just so happens I didn't have a spare one. I didn't break any of them last year. Last year it didn't break at all. The year before, I think I broke 1 or 2. So I kind of had a feeling this year I was going to break at least one, and I did. Now that I said that, I'm probably going to break a few more this year, but who knows. So I'm going to get that going. This is kind of time consuming a little bit, or I should say it can be time consuming. It's a lot of muscling around and things like that, so I might just not film me fixing it, you know, and fast forward, just because it can be very time consuming. But I will click in on the progress so you guys can see that. Well, there's the old one. I've got the new one just setting in place right here. It's really loose, you can tell. Those bolts are in there. They were in there pretty hard. I actually thought I was going to have to go back to the farm and get a breaker bar, but I was able to break them loose. Now I got to try and... This is where you need 2 hands, and actually a second person would be handy, but we can do her. We'll get her done. I got to put this bearing holder on, the back bearing holder on, and then put all the spacers and washers and everything in there and hold it all together, and then put a bolt in there. It gets to be kind of a pain in the butt, but it can be done. I've done it several times. That one was a little tougher than usual. I'm glad I didn't film it, because I said a few words that can't be said on YouTube. But she's on. Ready to fight another day. Now I got to get everything cleaned up, packed up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that the extra C-Flex I have, I'm going to put in the cab of the tractor with the tools I need to fix it. That way, if I'm out and away from my truck and it breaks, I can fix it right out in the field and keep rolling. I think I'll do that. Alright, I got all the tools picked up, got everything back together, kind of going through everything, and making sure everything's turning good, and just double checking everything is what I'm doing. And everything seems to be in the up and up. So as soon as the ground dries out, we should be able to get rolling again. I did wipe the windows off of the tractor. They were filthy. And apparently it rained hard enough to slow me down, but not hard enough to clean the windows off. Garbage. I'm looking at the next field I'm going to work up, and it's really firm still. We've got a lot of foliage growing on it, and I think a little moisture in the ground will make this bust up really nice. So, and it's getting close. We got a nice little breeze, sun coming down, it's warm. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to wait about an hour and then give her a whirl. At least give it a try. Worst case scenario is just going to be too wet, and I shut the tractor off and wait a little longer. I started the tractor here. You guys can kind of see how fast the field's drying out. It's amazing what a little breeze, some warmth, and sunlight will do. I did, however, notice my fuel level is on the low side. See it right there? I don't know how long that's going to last, but we'll find out. I'm guessing it's time to get some fuel. This thing keeps barking at me saying it's low on fuel. Garbage. We get it. Calm down. Don't get no better than that. I'm impressed. The official tire gauge. Front one looks a touch low. Maybe we'll put a little spritz of air in there. It does have 500 gallons on right now, because when we filled up the tanks in the front of the barn, we filled this one up. So, and the big tractor is going to take 250 gallons of that, so she'll be half empty, half full, however you want to look at it by the time I'm done. The pump on the fuel tank will not turn on. So, garbage. Today is not my day today, apparently. Guess I just needed to hit it harder with the hammer. So now we wait for 250 gallons to go out of that tank into this tank. You guys do the math on that fill up. And we wait. And wait. The field I'm in right now is 63 acres, I think. And that's the last, this is the last field on this road. We farm both sides of the road all the way down. This is the last field, needs to be broken open on this road, and then I move over, I think it's 3 miles that way, and we've got 150 acres over there that needs to be broken open, and then absolutely everything that we farm is busted open, and I can start rock bucketing everything and take this home, hook it up to the field cultivator, come out and just start hitting everything with the field cultivator, and then everything's ready to plant. And it's getting there. See the fuel level right there. That's the beauty of these bigger articulating tractors. They got a sight glass when you're going up the ladder to kind of gauge how much fuel you have before you even start the tractor. So that's a plus. Okay, I have to apologize to you. I was wrong and I stand corrected. I just looked it up because I was curious. I told you earlier that it's 250 gallon fuel tank. It's not. It is fuel tank gallons. It is 350 gallons. My bad. We are now 20 minutes into this fill up, and we are that far away from the top. Come on, I got crap to do. Let's go. Alright, we're full of fuel. So now we can roll for, I don't know, till I get done with this field, or if it gets dark, or I don't know. We can go for a while though, regardless. She's a happy girl. She got a drink. I have gotten quite a bit of this field done, as you can see. I literally only have that much more to go, and it's starting to rain on me. So I'm hoping that it's just light sprinkles to where I can get this thing knocked out and done before it actually rains, or what. I don't know. We'll see. Look at that handsome guy. Gotta get those watchtowers. I moved to the next field. It is literally 2 miles south of where I just worked, and they got a little sprinkles on the windshield. It apparently rained pretty good here, just 2 miles south. I made a little pass. When I pulled in, I'm like, man, it looks wet. So I made a little pass, and sure enough, see how that just kind of makes a ball? It's too wet to work. So, garbage. So I guess we're gonna wait on this field a bit. And now it's getting to the point, no, it's too late that I'm gonna want to move anywhere else. So I guess I'm gonna call it a night. So I appreciate everyone watching. You guys have a wonderful night.